it's me. I thought I'd start off with a little bit of a piece from an old science fiction movie, a science fiction television program I used to enjoy called Babylon 5. Anyways, yes, it's me, and I hope you're all doing well today. I know it's been a bit of a challenge for everyone. Um, this is addressed to the anatomy and physiology classes 0405 and of course 01. I hope you are all safe and healthy. Now, we have talked before about you being prepared for this, and it did come true that we're going to go online for the rest of the course. No problems. You should have basically your connection at home. I know that everybody may be getting a little stir crazy because they're basically stuck at home, but I hope everybody's doing well. That's my sincere wish to all of you. I'm going to go over some issues and tell you that within the next 24 to 48 hours, a lot of things will be posted on the blackboard, and I'm going to answer some preliminary questions right now. A good part of this course will be asynchronous, which means you do not have to be at a certain place in a certain time. There will be a little bit that is synchronous, so you need to be prepared for this. You will also have to be prepared at a select time regarding just one day of the week, and I will explain everything shortly. So, first off, I hope you're all doing well as we start marching into spring. And COVID-19 has got a lot of people, I guess you might say, put in place. Nevertheless, we're going to continue to persevere, and we want to be part of helping you to achieve your goals. So, first off, I don't need to necessarily modify the syllabus and release a whole new syllabus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make announcements. You'll probably get a couple of emails from me a week. A couple? Yes. And changes will also be found by announcements, and there will be changes on the blackboard. Your schedule will still be basically the same, and I still will cover all content in completion of the studies. Now, first up, for anatomy and physiology students, the labs are pretty much going to be still the same in the sense that I'm going to cover the content. Some weeks you're going to have to hand in a document just like the worksheet that you've normally done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan in those sheets, put them into Word, W-O-R-D, as a DOC document, and basically you just have to then type in using Word the answers on certain areas. No problem there, okay? Now, this week we already have a lab that's already preset, and that's also online. The instructions for that are both in the blackboard and at the last page or pages of your syllabus. So it shouldn't really be a problem. It's going to be basically acid base. And what you're looking at are the comparisons of the respiratory approaches to the metabolic approaches of both acidosis and alkalosis. Okay. For other labs, I'm going to do a combination, just as you've seen me do a PowerPoint, and I will also include a variety of images. We were really, really fortunate to have Ashley, who's this really, I have to say, just a great lab manager. And she, before we went on break, took photos of all the rest of the models that we will need. So I will take care of that. You will have online a lab practical exam, and I'll explain more about how we work those out shortly. Okay, so please be patient with me. Now, anything that you send me in the sense of work has to be uploaded via the Blackboard. Do not email me any work. I will end up with my email box stuffed, and I will promptly erase it. I will delete it because I don't need the chance of getting viruses and then shut down my computer, etc. It's really important that you upload it into the Blackboard because that way I've got a document and I can then give either feedback or the grade, credit, that type of thing, okay? So you have to put it in a certain place so that it's always there. Um, all our lectures, okay, lectures for the most part are going to be recorded. Similar to what you're seeing here, they're going to have I'm finishing up several of them now. They're going to be, again, PowerPoint slides, but you're going to have my audio. You don't need to see my face, okay? I know you'll be sitting there going, thank goodness. Anyways, they're going to be all recorded, and I'm going to record them and upload them onto YouTube. And therefore, there will be a link in the Blackboard for that week, and it will say, here's where this week or several lectures are. You need to view all of them. The reason I'm picking YouTube is it makes it easier and more convenient than going to some other Google site and having all sorts of people getting confused. The other thing is that YouTube automatically will do closed captioning so that if you do have a difficulty and you need closed captioning, no problem. I'll also still provide you, as I do always, with the upload of the PowerPoint slides in the respective week. So we're going to be off by a week, but I'll get that all clarified in the next 24, 48 hours. Okay, now, synchronous meetings. Now, this has gone through from the president down to the provost, down to the dean, down to the department chair. So here's how it goes. If you were back in school at the university, you would have had Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a certain time period where you would have to meet with me. No problem. Therefore, once a week, not 3 times, but once, I will basically set up a site and a meeting. You have to be there. That's mandatory. If not, you're absent, and it's just ridiculous. Here's what is going to be required of you. For those people that are in the 04 and 05 group, you will go, and if you'll follow me as I move the screens around, I can do this, for example, I'll just take 01 here for a second. And oops, no, that's the instructor's humorous, let's see, 05. Okay, that'll work. Okay, there we are, 05. Now, if you look down here, you see this Blackboard Ultra. When you click on it, what you're going to see is a session that'll be set up. You click into it and you will enter. I will have the names of all the students. Some of the windows will be open and I can see your happy faces, and some of them, there's a certain limit. Otherwise it would be like the Brady Bunch. Click, 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 look up around and everything else like that. But no. You have to be there. I'm going to do basically it on the Friday. There are several prerequisites. That is, before you come into the session, you have viewed the videos, read the chapter, you have uploaded your PowerPoint slides, and you try to bring questions. And even if you don't have questions, I want you to be there because you can learn from others who do ask the questions. So that's only just 1 hour. For the 0405, you will meet at 8:30 in the morning, and we will leave at 9:20. Now, if you don't feel you get all the questions answered, and you still have questions, email me. We can set up a office hour, virtual though, and we can still go over that stuff. Hopefully that helps. Now for 01, you happy campers, we're going to meet at 10:30 in the morning on the Friday also, and we will go to 11:20. Now, if we get done 5 minutes earlier, no sweat. But if you come in with nobody's got questions, I'm going to bring up some stuff. Now, is this going to be related to, let's say, stuff that might be on exam 3? Yeah. But I want to make sure that you have every opportunity to make sure that you can learn and you get your questions answered and you're having some difficulty, we can pull up the slides and I can go over and we can explain things. That should help, okay? So mark it down on your calendar. This Friday, we're meeting. 0405 groups, you're going to be at 8:30 in the morning till 9:20. 01, I'm going to see you happy campers at 10:30, okay? And we'll go to 11:20. Now, what else? Let me see here. Oh, yes. If you need office hours meeting, send me an email and we'll try to work out some set time. And then we can use actually Blackboard Ultra there as well. Okay. There are a couple things I want to encourage all of you to keep in mind. In online learning, the content is supposed to be the same. The workload is supposed to be the same. So for every hour of lecture, you should be putting in, according to, I guess, the Carnegie Education Foundation, at least 2 hours extra of studying and review. So that means that we have a 4-credit course. Well, actually, we have what? 3 hours of lecture and roughly about 3 hours of lab. You should be covering that amount of time on your studies. And, so a lot of the stuff you have to do is going to be up to you on the side of the asynchronous side. View the videos and stuff, make time for that, etc. I'm going to tell you, I've been doing online courses for over 20 years now. My first one was done with HTML. Yeah, I wrote the code. Now, of course, we have all these wonderful other tools like Blackboard and Canvas and well, I'm using WebCT right now. No, not WebCT. What am I saying? I'm using Camtasia right now to make this recording. Everything that I'm telling you right now, I want you to be able to succeed. So here's one warning. The worst enemy in an online environment is procrastination. I'll put it off to tomorrow. I'll put it off to next week. I'll put it off to. Don't have that. You don't have that convenience. Okay. The second thing also, excuse me, is that I get students that will ask me, do you think I'll still be able to pass? Now, I have a policy against telling people, yes, you can still get an A or a B or a C or whatever. Here's why. Years ago, I had somebody that thought they could do it, and then they slacked off. Then they sent mommy and daddy in and said, you said, I didn't say that. The student went downhill after the period of warnings. As I said before in a previous email, if you got a warning, it's a shot across the bow. It's to bring you to an alert. You can still turn things around. Most students, if you're in this middle range here, where you could still keep going and doing better, or you could keep starting to slide downhill, everything is totally up to you. I'm not doing anything different. I'm going to make sure you get the same content, the same material, etc. So I really, really want you to be alert to that. So one of the things I tell you right now is this: get out your calendar. March, which there's only a little bit left, April, May. You want to plan out the synchronous times, when you're going to do the asynchronous work, and I'll let you know in a week, within the week, about your exams and everything else. Yes, we'll still have the same time that we're going to have our comprehensive final exam. That'll also be on Blackboard. So you really need to stay on top of things, okay? Now, just one or two other things. You're going to get updates every week, as I mentioned. And also, when the exams are on Blackboard, they may have something called Respondus on them. All Respondus does is it works together with Blackboard, and it just basically says, when you start the exam, you cannot open any other window on your computer. If you try, you'll fail. Your focus should be on the exam, okay? And that's to avoid cheating, where people say, well, I'll just look it up in Google and find the answer. No, 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 no. Okay? So look at keep in mind that everything else should be working fine on your computer. Stay on top of your work, stay on top of your workload. I look forward to seeing you this Friday. I will be posting within the next 24 hours several video lectures and the Blackboard slides. Okay. I will have also by Tuesday an assignment upload site for your lab for this week, and I'll be continuing to making some changes and things like that. I just encourage you to take the time now to plan out your schedule, and I want to see everybody win. Okay? So have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.